ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ॐ नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। Chapter 1. Observing the armies on the battlefield of Kurukshetra. Dhritarashtra said, O Sanjay, after my sons and sons of Pandu assembled in the place of pilgrimage at Kurukshetra, desiring to fight, what did they do? Sanjay said, O king, after looking over the army arranged in military formation by the sons of Pandu, King Duryodhana went to his teacher and spoke the following words: O my teacher, behold the great army of the sons of Pandu, so expertly arranged by your intelligent disciple, the son of Draupada. Here in this army are many heroic bowmen, equal in fighting to Bhima and Arjun, great fighters like Yuyudhana, Virat, and Draupada. There are also many heroic, powerful fighters like Drashtaketu, Chekitana, Kasiraja, Purujit, Kunti Bhoja, and Saibya. There are the mighty Yuddhamanyu, the very powerful Uttamoja, the son of Subhadra and sons of Draupadi. All the warriors are great chariot fighters. But for your information, O best of Brahmanas, let me tell you about the captains who are especially qualified to lead my army force. There are personalities like you, Bhishma, Karna, Kripa, Ashwathama, Vikarna, and son of Somadatta, called Bhurisrava, who are always victorious in battle. There are many other heroes who are prepared to lay down their lives for my sake. All of them are well equipped with different kinds of weapons, and all are experienced in military science. Our strength is immeasurable, and we are perfectly protected by grandfather Bhishma, whereas the strength of Pandavas, carefully protected by Bhima, is limited. All of you must now give full support to grandfather Bhishma as you stand at your respective strategic points of entrance into the phalanx of the army. Then Bhishma, the great valiant grand seer of the Kuru dynasty, the grandfather of the fighters, blew his conch shell very loudly, making a sound like the roar of lion, giving Duryodhana joy. After that, the conch shells, drums, bugles, trumpets, and horns were all suddenly sounded, and the combined sound was tumultuous. On the other side, both Lord Krishna and Arjuna, stationed on a great chariot drawn by white horses, sounded their transcendental conch shells. Lord Krishna blew his conch shell called Panchajanya. Arjuna blew his, the Devdatta, and Bhima, the voracious eater and performer of Herculean tasks, blew his terrific conch shells called Pondra. King Yudhishthira, the son of Kunti, blew his conch shell, the Ajanta Vijaya, and Nakul and Sahadev blew their Sughosh and Mani Pushpak. The great archer, king of Kashi, the great fighter Shikhandi, Drishtadumna, Virat, the unconquerable Satyaki, Draupad, son of Draupadi, and others. O king, such as the mighty armed son of Subhadra, all blew their respective conch shells. The blowing of these different conch shells became uproarious, vibrating both in the sky and on the earth. It shattered the hearts of sons of Dhritarashtra. At that time, Arjun, son of Pandu, seated in the chariot, bearing the flag marked with Hanuman, took up his bow and prepared to shoot his arrows. O king, after looking at son of Dhritarashtra, donned in military array, Arjun then spoke to Lord Krishna these words. Arjun said, O infallible one, please dawn my chariot between the two armies so that I may see those present here who desire to fight and with whom I must contend in this great trial of arms. Let me see those who have come here to fight, wishing to please the evil-minded son of Dhritarashtra. Sanjay said, O descendant of Bharata, having thus been addressed by Arjun, Lord Krishna drew up the fine chariot in the midst of the armies of both the parties. In the presence of Bhishma, Drona, and all other chieftains of the world, Lord said, Just behold, Partha, all the Kurus assembled here. Arjun could see, within the midst of the army of both the parties, their fathers, grandfathers, teachers, maternal uncles, brothers, sons, grandsons, friends, and also his father-in-law and well-wishers. When son of Kunti, Arjun saw all these different grades of friends and relatives, he became overwhelmed with compassion and spoke thus. Arjun said, My dear Krishna, seeing my friends and relatives present before me in such a fighting spirit, I feel the limbs of my body quivering and my mouth drying up. My whole body is trembling, my hair is standing on end, my bow Gandiv is slipping from my hand. Is slipping from my hand, and my skin is burning. I am now unable to stand here any longer. I am forgetting myself, and my mind is reeling. I see only causes of misfortune. O Krishna, killer of Kesi demon, I do not see how many good can come from killing my own kinsmen in this battle, nor can I, my dear Krishna, desire any subsequent victory, kingdom, or happiness. O Govind, of what avail to us our kingdom, happiness, or even life itself, when all those for whom we may desire them are now arrayed in this battlefield? O Madhusudana, when teachers, fathers, sons, grandfathers, maternal uncles, father-in-law, grandson, brother-in-law, and all relatives are ready to give up their lives and properties and are standing before me, why should I wish to kill them, even though they might otherwise kill me? O maintainer of all living entities, I am not prepared to fight with them, even in exchange for the three worlds, let alone this earth. What pleasure will we derive from killing the sons of Dhritarashtra? Sin will overcome us if we slay such aggressors. Therefore, it is not proper for us to kill the sons of Dhritarashtra and our friends. What should we gain, O Krishna, husband of goddess of fortune? And how could we be happy by killing our own kinsmen? O Janardana, although these men, their hearts overtaken by greed, see no fault in killing one's family or quarreling with friends, why should we, who can see the crime in destroying a family, engage in these acts of sin? With the destruction of dynasty, the eternal family tradition sorry फिर से बोलती हूँ. With the destruction of the dynasty, the eternal family tradition is vanquished, and thus the rest of the family becomes involved in irreligion. When irreligion is prominent in family, O Krishna, women of the family become polluted, and from the degradation of womanhood, O descendant of Vrishni, comes unwanted progeny. An increase of unwanted population certainly an increase of unwanted population certainly causes hellish life both of the family and for those who destroy the family tradition. The ancestors of such corrupt families fall down because the performances for offering them food and water are entirely stopped. Shradwala. By the evil deeds of those who destroy the family traditions and thus give rise to unwanted children. All kinds of community projects and family welfare activities are devastated. O Krishna, maintainer of people, I have heard by disciplic succession. O Krishna, maintainer of people, I have heard by disciplic succession those whose family traditions are destroyed dwell always in hell. Alas, how strange it is that we are preparing to commit greatly sinful acts, driven by desire to enjoy royal happiness. We are intent on killing our own kinsmen. Better for me if the sons of Dhritarashtra, weapons in hand, were to kill me unarmed and unresisting on the battlefield. Sanjay said. Arjun, having thus spoken on the battlefield, cast aside his bow and arrows and sat down on the chariot, his mind overwhelmed with grief. चैप्टर 1 खत्म हो गया. ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय.